Okay, ready.
Okay, you can start it.
I started it.
Oh, okay. So how have you been? It's been a while since I've seen you.
I've been doing good. Very busy, but good. How about you?
Not too bad. I've been busy as well. Lots of new families to see. So
Yeah.
It's been good.
Good.
So what's new? What's going on?
Yeah, just like I said, we've been busy. Sally's really active in school. She seems to have a lot of friends. She's
Good.
very energetic, I guess.
She's excited to go to preschool and
She loves it. I feel like I've got to drag her out of there.
good. That's good.
Yeah, everything's been going really well. I guess I don't have a lot of concerns about the present now. I feel like things can't be going any better than they are. But I am kind of concerned about down the road, more so the future, when she gets to be school-aged, first, second, third grade. I'm just nervous that she won't have as many friends and kids aren't going to be as open to her and her implants as they are now.
I think that's definitely a valid concern. You know, I would say that having worked in the school setting, you'll find that kids that young, they'll be very curious about it, but it won't be in a negative or, you know, like they're doing, making fun of her. I think what you'll find is that they'll be quite accepting of it, but what we'll really need to do, that's fine, we'll just need to make sure that we educate, you know, the kids about what it is and how it works and how it helps her and things like that.
Yeah. Is that something that I should go and kind of talk with the teachers about?
I definitely think it would be good once you find out, you know, what are you planning for her education? You know, do you have an idea of where she's going to be going to school?
I think we're pretty set on the local public school that way.
It's your neighborhood.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think that would be the best, thinking speech-wise.
Yeah, she'll still receive services and yeah, I would say once you find out, you know, the school, even before you find out the teacher, I think it's okay to go in and even just talk with the principal, meet the speech therapist. You know, she can give you some ideas and things too of like how to go about it, but I think it would be good once you find out who her teacher is too, to really educate the teacher on what the cochlear implant is, how it works, and you know, things like that. How does Sally react when you're out in the community, like church, whatever, play groups, things like that? How is she when kids come up to her or adults even ask her about her implant?
I feel like if people don't ask her about it, she wants to tell them about it.
Okay.
She's really comfortable with it. She likes to show it off. It's kind of just her accessory part of her.
Oh, good.
At the park with new kids, I feel like it depends on the kids. Some are curious. Some may be a little hesitant, which is hard to watch, but once I feel like I jump in or kind of help them understand that.
Right. And I think that's kind of the same thing you'll see at school too. I think she'll be open about it, and I think kids will be curious and they'll probably ask her, but she won't have a problem telling them about it.
Yeah.
And I think it'll be kind of a one-time thing. What's that? You know, and she'll tell them, and they're okay. You know, and that's it. So
Yeah.
So I wouldn't worry too much about it, but definitely talk with the speech therapist at her building, you know, and the teachers, just kind of educate them.
And this is something we can kind of do together. I just want to make sure that I cover all my bases before we get to that school, because I feel like, I mean, I know she's only in preschool right now, but
Right. Well,
When
with
she-
5, she can, you know, she will be starting soon. So.
kindergarten, and it's going to be like a whole new world, I feel like. So I don't know if that's something we can kind of work on together.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. Sorry.
That's okay.
Hello? Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll turn that on. Alright, thank you. Sorry, that was just her grandma. She said that there's a Christmas show on and that Sally might like it.
Perfect.
So, yeah, the family seems to be fine with everything. We kind of
Good.
took your advice and just educated the family on cochlear implants and hearing and everything. Everybody's interacting well with her. Nobody has any.
And everybody seems to be understanding her okay, and
Yeah, well, that was another area of another concern I had. Is her speech going to sound different? Because I feel like maybe that's where the teasing is going to come in, and that's maybe where the biggest impact on her self-esteem, and the hardest thing for me is if she's going to sound different from other kids and that'll make her stand out more.
Right.
or even, make her seem less educated or intelligent than she really is. She's such a smart girl.
I think since the implantation was done early and it was really done before those critical speaking years, I think that she has a pretty good chance and potential of developing speech quite naturally and like that of her peers. If family's not having an issue understanding her now, I don't think it'll become an issue, but definitely with continued speech therapy and things like that, she'll just continue to improve. We'll do a lot of auditory discrimination things, so she has to rely on what she's hearing a lot and being able to mimic some of those correct sound productions and things like that. But as far as her current language testing, receptively what she's understanding and expressively what she's saying, she's right where she should be and right there with her typical age peers. So
I've been trying to do a lot of the things that we've talked about here, labeling things, really talking about everything that I'm doing, like putting on your shirt, pulling up your pants, lace up your shoes. It's become easier for me because we've kind of talked about that, and I guess that means it's been helping and be something to keep doing.
definitely.
Sorry, I have so many questions, but back to the school. When we were talking, I told you we're going to go to the public school.
Yeah.
How long do kids typically go through speech therapy? Is this going to be a lifelong thing? Do they have speech in high school?
They do have speech that goes from elementary all the way through high school, and I think it kind of depends on the individual. I think that there will always be some sort of need for it, and it will always be there for her if she needs it. If anything, too, it could be more like a related kind of consultative service.
Okay.
So if it's not something she needs to be directly seen for, it might be more of the speech therapist and her teachers collaborating, and how do we best present the information to her in the class? And that could be through FM systems where they put up kind of a big assisted, device, their amplification
Like
device.
big speakers in the room?
Kind of, basically, yeah. So, just to kind of help her, to make sure she's getting, kind of help filter out some of that extra noise so she's actually getting the message and things like that. So, but speech therapy is definitely a thing that can follow her through her entire educational career. So, everything else seems to be going okay? And
Yeah, I think we've got just some follow-up appointments set up, and we'll just keep up with that and make sure that all of her hearing is going okay and she's getting the most out of those implants.
Great.
Are there any other suggestions that you have for me of what I can keep doing here? I always want more information.
I think what you've been doing is great. You're expanding on her language, when she's saying things, you're modeling correct productions, you're modeling more ways to, expand on the topic, expand on things like that. Giving her those social interactions with her peers is great too. I think what you're doing is perfectly good, and I think with the preschool at Boys Town, and getting that extra feedback and help from those specialists there too, I think you're getting a good holistic approach to her therapy. So
Sounds good. Well, let's go find Sally and
sounds good.
see what she's up to.
All right.
Okay, Rosie,
Press
you can
it.
stop it. Yeah. We were at 8 minutes.